Alrighty, hello everyone. We are live with the finale of the solo leveling manhwa. We are here with the epilogue, which I can't believe we are finally here at like my favorite part of the whole series. Like I am not afraid to say it. This is my favorite section to reread. It's my favorite section because of just it confirms that the ending of the last arc with the few chapters back wasn't all for nothing. It confirms that it was worth it that Genu did what he did, and it's just so satisfying. It's so vindicating. It's so much fun. You get to see the shadows like actually interact and have sentience, like truly, like they have their own voices. They start to gain personalities and a reveal that we're going to get into pretty soon that I'm not going to spoil because it's actually confirmation that someone from earlier in the series is still alive. And she'll play a role way later anyway. But let's just dive right on into this awesome epilogue. Let me set this up. I'm going to be looking over here now for my chat. I think this will be better than looking down. So let me get myself set up. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. We'll see if anyone joins us. We'll give it a few minutes while the stream gets its start. Um so we are within a day from Infinite Gotcha's first episode. I have waited literal years for what tomorrow is going to bring us. No, seriously. I started reading the manga and then the novels like 3 years ago. And I never once considered we would finally have an anime version. We finally have an anime for it. And you know the ref is going to cover that one tomorrow. He specifically finished Sakamoto Days this week so that he would have a time slot on his calendar to start doing that series. So that's going to be fun. I've also designated next week will also be for the other guys to either continue their shows or wrap up shows that they're like close to finishing and get back to shows that they haven't tackled in a while. For example, The Wizard is close to finishing Demon Lore 2099, especially with the episodes he uploaded today, and potentially he'll probably finish the season maybe over the weekend, who knows. But he has to get back to Don to Don season 2. That one's been put on the back burner for way too long. He also has to continue Freerin, especially if we're gonna have the whole season done before season 2 releases in January. And then there are certain ones that I have kind of left on the back foot as well, because I eventually want to start Record of Ragnarok on the channel before season 3 releases. You know, the ref is going to be all over the Undead Unluck 1 hour special. So at the moment, I'm just rambling on stuff to come. But let's wrap up solo leveling. This will be the final stream of the series. Yeah, I'm not doing Ragnarok for a while. So this will be the last time we'll be in this universe for quite a while. And if anyone wants to start a conversation or not, we can just jump right on into the chapters, what everyone is here for. And we'll begin this epilogue at chapter 180. Are we ready, everybody, to wrap up solo leveling? Uh, ooh, oh boy. We'll see how this goes. I won't have to worry. Like, these are some of my favorite chapters in the whole series. Except for maybe like one or two chapters in the epilogue because they just feel so out of place. We'll get there. We'll get there, of course. We're not going to end tonight until we reach that point. But there will also be a chapter at the very end of this whole thing that is technically a prequel chapter to before chapter 1, which was before the first episode of the anime, which is a small chapter that like basically confirms why Juhi was always with Jinu before he got the system. It's a very random chapter to place at the very end of the series, considering thanks to the epilogue, the audience is now accustomed to this new timeline. So getting a chapter from the previous one out of nowhere feels very weird. And the epilogue will do that at least a few times. It's definitely it's something all right. So without any further ado, let's begin chapter 180. I sometimes feel a sense of loss, a bizarre sense of loss that I'm forgetting about something important. Oh, woo. But no matter how much I think about it, there wasn't anything I was forgetting. Eh, it's just that the emptiness in my heart would grow larger as I thought about the things I've forgotten. Although what things specifically, Woo? So yeah, the epilogue truly kickstarts with us catching up with good old Woo Jinchul. So you get to see that his job before he was on the Hunters Association was that he was a detective. He was a cop. So that's cool. Woo Jin Chul, fourth year as criminal investigator, which is funny to think about. Um, he would basically have his same job just for the hunters. So that's cool. Sunbae, what kind of problems got you thinking so hard? Is that another Korean honorific that I don't understand? There was one in the previous stream that I didn't quite understand, and someone had to explain it to me, but this might be another one that I don't quite get either. Thanks. Right, they say that a busy bee wouldn't have time to be sad. Let's just do my job. Criminal investigations. Who are they? Oh, these guys are terrified. Ah, those guys. About that. Monsters from the shadow! No, a shadow! A shadow came out from the ground and told me that if I don't turn myself in within the next 24 hours, I'll regret being alive. Investigator, it's all my fault, so please put me in the cell. Oh. So you're saying that you all saw that shadow monster? That's right! And how should I report this? Jin Chul, leave the report to the juniors and come to the meeting room first. The meeting room? I'll take care of this, Sunbae. Yeah, I think that's a Korean honorific. It's gotta be. It's definitely one I don't understand. It took me a long time to understand the Japanese honorifics of San, Kun, um, Senpai, Sama, um, wasn't there one other? I always seem to forget. Does Dana Sama count as a different one? Like Darling? Like I'm trying to think of all the honorifics I can think of that I've heard before. But I'm thinking this is a Korean one. If someone wants to explain this one to me, feel free to do so in the chat or in the comments. Hmm. What? You want to release those that turn in themselves? Ahem, quiet down, someone might hear you. Releasing those that turned in themselves. Just what do you mean by that? Okay, well that's a really weird translation to do. It should be releasing those who turned themselves in. But sure, do it make a literal translation, why don't you? All I'm saying is that we should simply release them. But we should observe how things go if we let them roam free for 24 hours. Sunbai, okay. This is clearly an honorific that I don't understand. Because everyone's using it. I'm just going to assume he said chief. Chief, they're just blabbering nonsense because they're all drugged up. All that talk about the monster or whatever must have been the new side effect of the drug. Yo, I wouldn't be so quick to rule that out, woo. But didn't nothing come from the drug test? I've even went to National Forensic Services to confirm the results. That's And do you really think that all of them with no relation to each other would suddenly come to see the same thing and choose to turn themselves in? The higher ups have been ordering me to figure out the cause of this for a while now, but we haven't even begun to wrap our heads around it. Do we have any other choice? We have to drag out some sort of evidence by doing this. Yeah, sure, evidence. What if they're telling the truth though? What if they will die? You will lose actual, suspects who are turning themselves in for crimes they committed. What's going to happen if they're dead? So, what I'm saying is we should create a situation where they talk about their nonsense. Oh, joy. But what are you going to do if something really happens? That's what I'm saying, Woo. There is that distinct possibility, and they're just writing it off. Of course they are. They're writing it off because they just think, oh, they're just rambling nonsense. There's no way there's actually something going on here. Uh huh, sure. Investigator Wu, were you in the type of person to believe in things like ghosts? I didn't take you for that sort of guy, but I guess you're more of an emotional type than I thought. That's actually kind of mean. Come on, guys. Ha ha ha. Nothing will happen, Investigator Wu. We're just going to drag one of them to a quiet storage facility and observe how they react. There's going to be multiple able bodied investigators observing him. How is he going to run off? That's not what I'm worried about. What if they die? And let's say that a monster really does appear after 24 hours, just as they said. Then isn't that something to be grateful for as well? What do you mean grateful for? Huh? What I mean, I know what's coming. I've read these chapters before, but their logic is just like, oh yeah, if something actually does happen, then we'll be grateful, right? And I'm like, yeah, but will you have any evidence to prove that you're not making shit up? Like, come on, guys. Try to be professional about this. Now then, we need a volunteer. If you really don't like the way this is turning out, you don't have to join in, Investigator Wu. No, I'll go as well. Okay, so we're at our storage facility. And these guys are freaking the hell out. Investigators, please, please don't do this to me. I'm going to die. Just stay still. We need to check something out. I said I'm going to die. Hey, what do you mean? We'll be next to you guarding. Investigator Kim, how much time is left before 24 hours? Let's see, I think about 10 minutes. Is that so? Ugh, it's cold. For some reason, it feels like the air around here is different than usual. Sir, it looks like it's time now. I am not saying that honorific again because I am not about to disrespect the Korean language until somebody tells me what this honorific means. I refuse to say it again until someone can confirm what this is saying. Because I'm not going to be a person that just blindly reads this and has no like interpretation or context. I want the context for this. It's kind of also kind of funny that we're reading a Korean manhwa on the very same day I choose to rewatch some Adventure Time episodes. And I only just now learned that Lady Rainicorn was speaking Korean. He wasn't speaking gibberish. Thanks, subtitles. That actually made me learn something. I seriously had no idea Lady Rainicorn in Adventure Time was speaking in Korean the whole time. I never once knew that until today. Isn't that mind blowing? What subtitles can do when they have to be like speaking in Korean. And I'm like, wait, what? He's speaking Korean. But until someone answers me about this honorific, I'm not using it. This Sunbow? Can someone confirm what this is saying? That would be greatly appreciated if you did. Although I could probably check too. Well, if nobody else is going to, I'm gonna check. In Korean, Sunbae refers to a senior or upperclassman in a school, workplace, or other activity, regardless of age. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to look it up myself. So it is basically just like how Japan has um san, sama, senpai. Okay, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll just localize it to what I would say. I would say sir. Because technically isn't sir also an honorific? Well no, it's a prefix. Sir whatever. But yeah, so let's keep going. Really? Huh? What? Why isn't anything happening? Hey, did you really get high together or something? Don't take too long and speak up. Just let's get this over with. I mean that we really saw it that time, you know? Actually, there were the four of us at start. Get away! Get away from there! Ah! Ah! Here they are. The criminals were warned, and here are the shadows. And the criminal's like, ah! Oh my gosh. That's Beru! That's Beru and some ants. At least one of them is Beru. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello, Beru. Monsters really appeared. Three of them as well. Yeah, see? Something actually happened. Woo. You were right to accompany this investigation. Ah! And the ants are gonna kill them like they said they would. Boom. Yep, it is straight up three ants. One of them is definitely Beru. Look at that. Now remember, in this timeline, there were no gates because of what Genu did with the whole time reversal. No gates, no mana, no hunters. This is the first time someone in this timeline is seeing a magic beast. A monster. Technically a shadow, you know? Isn't that just terrifying when you have nothing to reference? Ah. And look at that! That's definitely a sign of Beru's personality. That's gotta be him. Because Wu goes, huh? The ant smiled? No, forget about the ant smiling. How did I know that gaze was a look of being glad to see me? Because he's starting to peel back the memories that have been lost. It's as if there was a time when I was used to this sort of situation. Because there was, Wu. There was. Just why? Great job! What a stellar performance! The person that turned himself in disappeared without a trace, and you investigators even let yourself get knocked out. Yeah, because you underestimated what they were pleading. Investigator Wu, what about you? Didn't you call for the ambulance? Do you remember anything? I'm sorry. When I got a hold of myself, my colleagues were knocked out. Ah. Fortunately, a report wasn't made to the higher ups, so keep your mouth shut about this incident. You two were trying to investigate that Guro District gang and got injured in an accident. Got it? Yes. Yes, Chief. Criminal investigation team? There must be something. Huh? Sir? Are you going to continue looking into that self-reporting incident? The chief said, I know, I'm just researching out of my own personal interest. Woo. Wow. That many criminals turn themselves into other police stations because of that shadow monster? That's what it says. Huh? But the number of people that turn themselves in spiked drastically from late February to early March. What's up? Is something coming to mind? Ah, it's nothing. My aunt used to run a small book rental shop. Then, late February to early March is always the start of the school season for kids. Aha, so I remember her lamenting that her business didn't do well during that time. It's really nothing, right? Sir? No, I'll just keep that in mind just in case. Oh, now we're at the school. We're at Jinu's school. And there he is! Jinu! This work is dedicated to the late honorable artist Jang Sung Rak, who was a leader, a teacher, and a pioneer of art. Yes, we dedicate this to the artist that passed away during the production of the solo leveling Manhwa. Let's tip our hats in respect for the honorable artist who made a large chunk of the series you've read up to this point with me. So let's have a moment of silence. Alrighty, let's continue. Chapter 181. A problematic student will be coming to our school. His father works at a fire station and his mother is a normal housewife. His results are alright as well. He doesn't seem very problematic. Come on, look at why he was expelled. He left his house for 2 years when he was in the first grade of middle school. Yes, what do you think? Would you be able to handle this student? Oh, they think he's a delinquent or problem because he supposedly ran away from home for 2 years, but that was Genu fighting the monarchs for 27 years in the dimensional gap. So they just assume he ran away to do something like crazy and then returned home when he was homesick or something. Oh dear. This is whew, time to see how this situation goes down. This'll be fun. Don't you know why my nickname is Viper? Please leave all sorts of problematic students to me. I'll teach them and make sure they become unproblematic. Park Giesel Viper. Quiet! Who's the one talking? He spotted him. There he is. That brat is Sung Jinu. No matter how chaotic of a student you were, I'll tame you into a meek lamb. Gloves? That's against the uniform dress code. I'll wake up that sealed black flame dragon. Hi, wow, no one is chatting? Hey, Lee! You're here. Welcome, welcome. We're only a single chapter into the epilogue. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it is kind of surprising that no one else is chatting. I kind of wish I had a more active live chat because then, the thing that separates this from a normal video recording is the fact that I have a live chat. Supposed to be like a live read. We're supposed to be able to do these kinds of things live and have a fun time with it. It's not just supposed to be me reading these chapters. Hello, hello. We have someone else in the chat. Hello. Ron Yuen? I butchered that. I am so sorry. Um Hello, welcome, welcome. Whoa. Whoa, we're getting a lot of people in here. Hello. Welcome everybody to the epilogue live stream for solo leveling. It will be the last one we do for this series. Ragnarok will get its own poll, and it won't be on the channel for a long while. So this is literally our last time in the universe of solo leveling for a decent chunk of time. Welcome, welcome, but yeah, let's let's keep going and have some fun with this. Hey kid, how dare you wear gloves at school? Yeah, because apparently even Korea has this thing about a very strict dress code. Oh, but the aura of the Shadow Monarch is still here because it's Genu, and he's like, "What did you say to me, sir?" And that scared him silly. Look at that. That, yeah, because this is a person who is able to perceive Genu's like real power. All he did was look his way, and he's like, "What is that aura? What is that presence?" Oh my goodness! Hello, Genu. Everyone, be quiet. Stand properly. And he's just ignoring Genu. Did I see things? My liege, that person just now. Yes, it seems he saw you guys. Is this also one of the effects that I've brought to this world? It could be, Genu. It could be. After all, no more monarchs, no mana, no rulers to interfere with you. Yeah, you are now a one-of-a-kind entity. Look, just look at that presence, man. And then we have just Genu chilling. Are you perhaps Genu? Sung Genu, right? It's me. Oh, Young Gil. Young Gil? We were in the same class during the first grade of middle school. You live nearby? I only moved here last year. Hey, come here for a minute. Huh? Of course. Of course. These jerks. There's always a scene like this when it comes to a school setting. Why am I not surprised? Well, you're a big shot, aren't you, wearing that glove and all? Why are you only wearing it on one hand, though? Is there a black flame dragon in it or something? Oh, they think he's a chuniboo. They think he's being chuny about it. They think he's pretending. Uh, there's a. If anyone remembers my Infinite Gotcha streams, Sasha did a similar thing with Light because she wanted him to remove the mask. And then they were like, well, we warned you. And then they did it. And then it was something gross. And then they got so grossed out by it, they're like, oh, put that back. Why'd you show us? And then I'm just sitting here like, you're the ones that asked him to show you. And then you're just going to blame him for what you showed? I hate that so much. because it shows just how much of a asshole these guys are. They're like, "Oh yeah, come on, bro, show us," because they want to assert dominance. But then Genu shows them what's under the glove. Then they're disgusted, and then they try to leave and try to keep their pride intact. And they're like, "Oh, why'd you show us that?" Is anyone else like getting tired of this trope? Because like the villain in the scenario literally asked for it, and they got what they wanted. Why do they suddenly act like, oh, they weren't expecting it to be a gross scar or burn or whatever? They thought like, no, that we can push this guy around then. Uh, uh Lee gets me. Lee gets me. Oh, my hand! The black flame cow in my right hand is roaring. What are they doing? Getting the hierarchy in order? That's what I say, Genu. It's not about showing what's under your glove. It's about the pecking order, as it would be. But you are literally above their mortal plane, even though you choose to keep living the way you are. You don't have to lower yourself to this. Well, tropes are tropes. I mean, you're not wrong. It's just so baffling when they get what they want and then they're not happy. And it's like, well, you asked for it, assholes. Hey, look, take off your glove. Let me try it on. Bastard, are your ears stuffed or something? Why aren't you replying when we asked you to take off your glove? What is it? Do you have a tattoo on your left hand or something? No one can break tropes, you know? Hey, they can subvert expectations. Or just not use the trope at all. Because there are cases where you can write those surprisingly effectively in ways that the audience wouldn't expect, you know? Ah, yes. Another one of Beru's great scenes. My king, if you allow it, I'll rip these fools apart and offer them to you. I don't allow it. But, but, don't do it. uh, Genu's like, come on, bro, we're in a school. No need to unnecessarily awaken yourself. See? Here it is. Genu takes off the glove. And then they are visibly disgusted. And then Genu's like, the wounds I got from the King of Dragons on Taurus. This was the only thing I couldn't heal properly. That is saying a lot. When you fight the monarchs all by yourself for 27 years, and the only wound you sustained that you could not heal was a burn mark on your hand. No wonder he puts a glove on it. No one wants to see that. But that also shows how strong Antares was. The fact that Genu had to defeat him a second time, and the only injury he got was a burn mark on his hand. That is saying a lot about how strong Antares really was. They didn't call him the Monarch of Destruction for nothing. What, never seen a burn wound before? There you go, Genu. Put them in their place. We were just joking around. Why get all serious? Just wear that glove again. I'm scared I'll get nightmares about it. Fucking disgusting. See? 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 It was not even about the glove. It was about the pecking order. And now they're disgusted. Just go away, you jerks. Hey, don't follow them. What were you going to do? This is good, isn't it? It's peaceful. Oh, he's gonna trip them. Oh, he's gonna trip them. Huh? Ah! Boom! They tripped over themselves. Ha ha ha! They got what they deserved. My king? I just did that for laughs. You've become so different from how you were 3 years ago. You weren't even scared in front of those guys. Did you exercise a lot in the last 3 years? You could say that, buddy. You could say that. I did train a lot. Yes, he did. Are you going to join the athletic club then? Club activity. There's actually a club I want to join. Yeah, Genu. Track and field! He did promise the one and only Cha Hain that he would see her again. Now, granted, that was before he decided to reverse time, but he doesn't forget his promises. Genu promised her, and she made him promise her back that they would meet each other again. So this is what Genu's going to do. He's going to naturally meet Cha Hain because of her field, and then get to know her again, and then, probably give her memories back, and then, she'll immediately realize, Genu! And then he'll be like, yep, it's me. I'm back. And then, happiness will ensue. Mm-hmm. You want to join the track and field club? Choi Tae Wong, track and field captain. Yes? Both of you? No, just me. Oh, what's this? Someone wants to join? I've never seen someone saying that they want to join first. This kid's no joke. Are you a sports talent? No. Have you trained in running during middle school? No. This place only accepts sports talents. Why are you trying to join the track and field club when you've never run before? Well, he'll have an edge over you guys anyway. There's someone I want to meet in a competition. Yes, let's go. He wants to meet Cha Hain. She's still in the junior high division right now, but I'm sure she's capable enough to run in the regionals. She was a very competent runner before she gave up on that dream and became a high-ranked hunter after all. To be fair, she was an S rank. You don't just pass up the chance when you're an S rank. I'd be able to meet her naturally in a competition where junior high division runners gather, right? Yes, you will, Genu. That's actually very smart of you. Competition? All right, but I have a condition. You see that guy over there? He's a second grade substitute runner who's the worst runner in our club. Don't you think you should be able to at least be faster than him if you'd be able to join us? I mean, that sounds like it makes sense. That guy might look lean and all, but he's got muscular thighs and calves. He's also exuding confidence. What an obvious lie. He should have just lied and said, yes, I did compete in elementary school. You know what? Same. Why did he have to be so honest about it? This is literally just a track and field club. They're not going to do any background checks on whether he's ran before. And I would think he was a hunter, becoming the Shadow Monarch. He had plenty of practice running, if you catch my drift. Even when he was the Shadow Monarch, I'm sure he had plenty of practice running. Does he not remember that he is not a human anymore? He's another dimensional being now, who's immune to changes to time? Need I remind everyone that the monarchs, even if they died and came back to life because of the chalice of reincarnation, they remembered everything that already happened up until their death. even when time was rewound. That's how they kept changing their strategy of attacking Earth until they decided to take vessels for themselves, which ultimately led to the final version of the world. Well, the version before this one, anyway. Alright, I'll give it a try. How could someone who doesn't even recognize the person who came third in last year's regionals be able to join the track and field club? Wow, everyone is just dogging and trash talking Genu. Um, Last year's regionals? Bro, he wasn't here for 3 years. Even if you want to use the cover story that he ran away from home for 2 years, it's under the pretext that he had no technology for 2 years. So, like, this guy is just an idiot for not knowing anything about Sung Jinu, that, like, he was actually gone from civilization for 2 years, even though he saw through the lie anyway. Good. But since just running is no fun, if you win, you'll get to join the club. If you lose, you'll do laundry and cleaning for a month for free. How's that? Oh, Genu's about to blow this out of the water. Genu! Okay. Oh, we're catching back up with Viper. Man, the volume and the signal of this live stream is good. Well, that's a good sign. You know what was crazy for a minute there, Lee? We had more than double digits for people watching the stream all at once. For a second, I was so happy that we had at least over 10 people. But then suddenly most of them left. Am I just boring? Am I boring to you guys? Oh, I'm sorry I'm not a big flashy VTuber. Oh, I'm so sorry that I'm just reading Solo Leveling for the sake of people who, can't wait for season 3. I don't know, it feels kind of sad when you see a ton of people join and then they just all leave. Oh, I'm so sorry I'm not exciting for you. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, I guess. Phew, shall I take a smoke? And then he's looking at the track. He's seeing that Genu is absolutely smoking them. What's that? Why is that brat running on the track with the track and field guys? Track and field teacher, why is Sung Jinu running with the track and field? Oh, that? I guess his name is Sung Jinu, huh? No? Oh, that's great. People are willing to stand up for me and say that I'm not boring. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to hear it from other people that I'm not a boring person. And if my setup seems boring, it's down to the fact that for the last couple of years, I've had nothing but technology issues. So to now finally be free of lag and CPU issues and to like actually have a smooth live stream, this is huge for me. So I don't want to tempt fate by putting in unnecessary things, you know? But that's nice. You guys don't think I'm boring. Thank you. Uh, I heard there was a new student that wanted to join the track and field club. They couldn't chase him away because he proved to be a competent after they tested him. They're doing that right now because they're testing his stamina. Oh, so he already passed. We already we didn't even need to see it. Yeah, he passed. He's on the team now. They're testing how many laps he can do. He's going to outlast them on the field. And they're just going to be shocked. His stamina? Yeah, that's already his 20th lap. 20 at that speed? That's crazy. But not surprising. I got tired of seeing him run, so I came up first. Wasn't he a delinquent? Maybe I got the wrong impression of him. Yeah, because you heard a single cover story. You wouldn't understand the real story even if it hit you in the face. I should observe him without any bias. That's probably resolve the misunderstanding I have of him. Huh? Huh? Ah! Again? That? Again? What's that? He sees the aura. Hey, E, can you explain a little bit from start at short? Unlimited stamina? Okay, we got someone else in the chat. Hello, Tony Chill. Hello. What do you need explaining? What do I have to explain? A little bit from the start? I am I'm not sure I follow. Can you explain a little bit? Well, if you need me to explain what the stream is, this is the solo leveling manhwa, the webtoon. This is the final arc, the epilogue, because it's kind of treated as like a sequel to solo leveling. Well, it is still canon because it was written by the novel author. So these chapters are the adaptation of the epilogue. Yeah? Okay. Because there's not really a name for this. It's just a collective chapters that are the epilogue. So thank you for joining us. No, I think the unlimited stamina thing. Oh, you want me to explain that? Okay. Well, the funny thing is, wow, that's cool. Yeah, it is cool. Um, the unlimited stamina thing is down to the fact that Genu is not human anymore. He will literally outlast any track and field athlete. It's so hilarious that he's only doing this to chase a girl that he promised he would see again before he reset the world, which shows Genu's moral character. He was willing to do this just to meet Cha Hain again to keep his promise to her that she doesn't remember anymore because of the timeline reset. But because of how Genu works as the Shadow Monarch, he'll probably give her memories back, and then she'll remember him. They'll start to grow attached to each other, and they'll probably stay together, you know? But he's literally doing track and field because Cha-Hain was a track and field athlete. It's a part of her backstory that we're getting in this chapter. She was in the junior division for track and field before she awakened as a hunter. And remember, when she awoke as a hunter, I think she was, what, late teens? And then by the time you meet her in solo leveling, she's like early 20s. So when it comes down to the unlimited stamina, Genu's a shadow monarch. Monarchs just have a different physical body. And like just different biology in general. Like ever since he took on the job class quest and defeated Egress, he's been slowly evolving into a different being. So yeah, we're gonna let that simmer and just let's continue. So this teacher can witness Genu's aura. This is an illusion. I'm seeing things. There's no way that exists. Here we go. My favorite Beru panel ever. No joke. My favorite Beru panel ever. Down to the fact that this teacher can see Genu's shadow and his true essence Beru just decides to come up on this teacher and be like, hey, stop looking at my master like that. Stop looking at my liege. But also, once you have context for this panel, you'll realize that Beru is just trolling this guy. Beru is just straight up trolling this guy. He didn't have to appear right here, but he's like, hey, can you see me? And because he's a giant humanoid ant in a world that doesn't know of magic beasts, of course he would be terrified. Next level aura, bro. Exactly. Isn't this fun? This is literally my favorite Beru panel. Yep, and then he just shrieks in his face. Check! And then he makes the guy fall over in shock. Mr. Park, are you alright? Yeah, he passed out. And then here's Egress. I told you not to do that. Kick, kick, kick. That human really does see us, huh? See? See? Beru was trolling the guy. He didn't have to. No, seriously, he didn't have to do that. Beru just gave this man a heart attack because he was like, hey, can you see me? Hi. Because normally his shadows are supposed to be invisible to people. They're not supposed to be able to be seen by people. Because guess what? Mana doesn't exist anymore. Genu is now the only source of mana on the planet. And that's that chapter. Let's keep going. Chapter 182. Jin Chul, you've been investigating the case where the criminals surrendered themselves ever since that day. How long has it been? Wow. That day you saw something, didn't you? Yeah, no kidding. What day? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. The day that suspect who surrendered himself disappeared. You saw something, didn't you? An ant? An ant monster. He's not lying. He straight up saw 3 giant ants. If only if it if only if it was my boy Zijin. Nah, Zijin is a next level aura in a different way. There's no way we're getting Zijin animated anytime soon. But a guy can dream. He better be in season 4. I don't know what I saw that day either, but that looked like an ant to me. An ant monster? Are you saying something like a large ant appeared? No, it's an ant, but that ant monster, was it perhaps a monster that has an ant's head on a human body? Wait. Is that Viper? So he overheard the conversation and is just telling the investigator Wu? Okay. So this guy went to a bar because he was probably like, I should probably just drink my problem away. And then he heard Wu talk about it. And then this guy goes, was it perhaps a humanoid ant? Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you. You didn't have to put the playlist in the chat, but thank you. Everyone, in the chat now, I think you can pin my message. Yes, I can. I think I can. Please. Pin. There we go. Okay. I pinned a message that my moderator put in the chat because he is just so badass like that, man. He is just an inspiration to me, a help on this channel ever since I talked it over with him if he wanted to be a mod. And yeah, like the pinned message is the playlist for all of my previous live streams for reading Solo Leveling. In case anyone missed any arc in the story that they were wondering how I reacted to. So go to that playlist if you haven't already and check out everything after season 2 of the anime. Because after this stream is over, that's the rest of the story. Ragnarok is not getting a stream until it wins a poll. So thanks again, Lee. You're a lifesaver. Back to the school. Our goal is to conquer the whole nation! Our goal is to conquer the whole... Captain, wasn't our goal to win the regionals? Come on, that's too small of a goal. Say it again, our goal is to conquer the whole nation. To be fair, they have the means to do so. Conquer the whole nation! Conquer the whole nation! Ah, ah, ah. Why is that kid putting himself through all this hardship by following us? Humans are foolish beings, my liege. Even though your master used to be one? Okay, Bellion. Oh, Genu! He's helping his buddy out! Oh, that's nice. He can just do that freely now. He doesn't have to worry about potions or anything. Right. Because he no longer needs the system. It's just his power now. What? Huh? What's happening? My body feels hot. Ah! And then he just sprints ahead. Our newcomer is burning with that much passion? How could we as seniors remain lukewarm? Dude, you are covering the manga from 55 minutes? Man, that's crazy. Yeah, and we're not done yet. We've barely begun. I don't care how long this takes. We will finish the epilogue in this stream. If you have to leave because it's getting really late, that's fine. It's okay. This is not the first time I have done a really late live stream. And then there's the teacher again, as you can tell by him wearing that coat. He really went and told a criminal investigator. What's that face, man? That ant monster, was it perhaps a monster with an ant's head but on a human body? He's drunk. What was I talking about? My apologies, I'm very drunk. Please continue your conversation. Wait a minute! What you mentioned about the ant. Could you tell me more details about it? Oh. This is how Wu meets Genu! It would make sense, though. Genu has no reason to meet Wu Jin Chol again. Except for the fact that Wu has been regaining his own memories. Probably because of the presence of Genu, the Shadow Monarch, but like, he is slowly remembering things he shouldn't remember. Well, you better sit tight. We'll probably have another 2 hours at least. You're right. You're right. Come on, are you joking, aren't you? No. Buddy, we are not joking. If you look at the length of the previous streams, I cover a whole arc. I know this is the epilogue, but I'm treating it, all of it, as one arc. I'm not going to be surprised if Joey will fall asleep on his desk after he's done with the stream. Yeah, you guys underestimate my metabolism. You underestimate my energy levels. Like, my record for the latest I've ever stayed up in my life is, I think, 3 in the morning. 3 or 3:30 in the morning. That is my record for how late I've been able to stay awake. And it's mostly because those were days in college where I didn't have to worry about getting up for anything. It was a weekend. And so I think it was one of those days where I was just like recording so many things. I was like having so much fun with stuff, watching videos, playing games, working on projects that were long term at the time. I think I was still working on the Undead Unluck video back then. Yeah, the hour-long tribute video. There's quite a few people who are just openly watching me nowadays, huh? My liege, wouldn't it be better for us to erase that human's memories and take away his abilities? Oh, because the potential to awaken as hunters is still a thing in this world. Okay, that's right. The potential was always there. It was the rulers that accelerated it by planting mana on the planet. Not yet. Let's observe for now. But then Wu arrives. Okay. The monsters that the suspect saw and the monsters of a student that only that teacher could see. There's some strange connection between those two things. Although this is just based on my instincts as a detective for now. The problem is, how should I ask that student about it? Do you know perhaps anything about shadow monsters or ants that walk on two legs? It'd be too much of me to expect someone to not treat me as a lunatic when I ask those kinds of questions. I mean, he's not wrong. If Gina was a normal person, that would seem like delusions. In a world where there are no shadows or monsters or magic beasts. Huh? There's really something at this school. Yeah, the aura, the presence. His shortest successful stream was the Infinite Gotcha, and I think it was around an hour and a half. Yo, that surprised me. Yeah. I don't treat live streams like a tiny short thing. The way I view it, if you have fun, that's all that matters. Yeah, thank you. Someone in my chat gets me. I hope my people who watch this will subscribe. I mean, I want to hit my 500 sub goal, because if you check my channel out, the 500 sub goal is Avatar The Last Airbender, maybe. No, seriously, my 500 subscriber special will be the kickstarting of Avatar The Last Airbender. So if you enjoy what you're watching now, and like all the variety of the content on my channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. There's a Patreon you can go look at. A lot of the stuff I post has a Patreon link. Most of it is free. There's like 2% of it that's paid for if you want to buy it. I made the option for a one-time purchase because I also hate subscriptions, which is why I made the collections one purchase only. Unless you guys want to be a member, you could also be a free member if you want to. Uh, let's keep going. Did he see the guard? As expected of Wu Jin-chul, the former chairman of the Hunter Association. Even though he no longer has memories of the past, he seems to still have his keen instinct of his. Detective? It's nothing serious. I just have some questions for Sung Jinu. Oh? A detective came looking for Sung Jinu? I guess he created some trouble? No. You know what? I always hate when people assume that it's like the worst case scenario when a cop shows up. looking for you? What if it's a good thing? You know? Why do people always assume in this situation that it's like a bad thing? Like, for example, my uncle is a retired cop. But if he came looking for me specifically, I would know that it wasn't like a bad thing. Now, even if he was still on the job, once again, unless I knew I did something wrong, I wouldn't be worried about it. I'd be like, oh, hi, uncle. Hey, Joe, if you tell me what kind of manga or anime you like, I can recommend you. Never mind if misspelling. What kind I like? Okay, so I have a person asking what kind of manga or anime I like. I love stuff with action. I love revenge stories as long as you don't go too far. I mean, I have a limit. Trust me. I love reading revenge stories and Banished from the Heroes Party stuff, but I draw the line at Redo of a Healer. I draw the line there. No, seriously, I do. I love isekais. As much as people love to dog shit on them and to talk crap about isekais, I love the genre. It's just a creative well of ideas. Because you can build an isekai on the simplest, stupidest idea, and as long as it works, that's all that matters. Like, for example, what if a guy died and was reborn as a vending machine? That was the stupidest premise I had ever heard of for an isekai. But after I watched that anime, I decided, you know what? I love it. And I, of course, have yet to watch season two. It's also on my channel. But, so I love the whole genre. I love regular shonen. When it comes to romance stuff, it's very hit or miss with me. I mean, especially because, like, Undead Unluck is, like, my third favorite anime of all time. My literal top three are Reincarnated as a Slime, Overlord, Undead Unluck, and after tomorrow, Backstabbed in a Backwater Dungeon, Infinite Gotcha will be number 4 on that list. And then my number 5 is Bleach. It's very hard to completely rank all of my favorites because I'm a guy that if I enjoy what I read or watch, I'll just say I like it. I am very extreme on both sides, where I will say I really like it or I really don't like it. But it's very rare for me to fall in the middle. I did gain a new sub. Let's go. Sorry to disturb you in the middle of your class. It's alright. Several years. No, including the years I got lost in the crack of the dimension, I haven't seen him for tens of years. Wow. I'm glad to meet him, but if I show him that, he'll probably think that I'm strange. Something about him is different. How could a student have such a look in his eyes? Ah, yes. The look of meeting an old friend again. About shadows. I mean, ants. By any chance, does anything come to mind when you see this drawing? Yeah, Beru. That's a really good drawing. He's better at drawing than I thought. Yes. What? You know something about it? Yes. What is this ant monster then, and who are you? Oh, woo. You're about to maybe have an awakening of sorts? Sorry, I got a little too excited there. It's because I've been chasing for information on this for quite a while. In any case, you know what's in this drawing? Yes. Isn't this a monster that appears in those dramas with special effects? The kind that kids watch? God damn it, Genu. You had me going for a second that you were just gonna straight up tell him. And then you're like, nah, isn't that a monster that's one of those kids shows? Very funny, Genu. You're trolling him, aren't you? Uh, thank you for your time. Is that all? Yes, I've already explained to your teacher about what's happening. There won't be any problems for you. This is quite a memorable talk. Could you perhaps give that monster drawing to me? Because it's Beru. My king! Please don't cast your eyes upon that lousy half-assed scribble. Is Beru jealous or is he embarrassed? Sure, here you go. Thank you. My liege, why did you not tell him the truth? Oblivion is said to be a blessing that gods have given to mankind, even if that was a result made by man using a god's tool. Trust me, I don't know. They made a season 3, but season 2 ended a few days ago. It's Dawn to Dawn. Yeah, I mean, that one's on my channel too. I'm already ahead of you, buddy. Dawn to Dawn is on the channel. It's kind of in the middle of a hiatus at the moment, in like the beginning of season 2. I'm only still at episode 4. But yeah, Dawn to Dawn is definitely on my channel. No, don't worry, I got you. Is that so? What was that just now? Why was the detective here? Wow, okay. Now he has fangirls. He's someone I know and he had some personal questions for me. Whoa, that's awesome. Are you close with him? That's so nice. The guys are saying that your body is really good. Ah, he is getting the riz of women in another timeline. Is that true? What kind of sports do you do? Genu, buddy. You need to be aware of this by now, that you have this godly riz on women. Oh, I saw him running with the track and field seniors yesterday. Wow, look at how broad his shoulders are. Oh my goodness. Calm down, everybody. Hey, you're quite the big shot, huh? Even the police came looking for you. Oh, Viper, will you just shut up? You think you're so clever. You think you're so tough. Oh, yeah, I got the police on you, sucker. You just ruined a good moment. And how dare you? You pushed a student away, jerk. Sports to Genu killing and summoning things and creatures. You're not wrong. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for reminding me, Lee, that I am quite very behind on a lot of shows. But to be fair, stuff just keeps happening. Like I can now properly live stream video games again and not have to worry about my streams crashing on me. I feel like that's kind of a big deal. I've been putting off gaming for so long because my streams would just crash on me. So I'm trying to make up for lost time on the video game side. And I know that I'm behind on like so many shows, but I'm trying to catch up the best way I can while managing every show in rotation at the moment. We wrapped up one this week, only for it to get replaced tomorrow with a show that I am never going to fall behind on. Are you kidding me? Would fooling around like that be considered school violence? Will you report this to the detective? What? Want to figure it out? Relax your expression while I'm talking nicely. Mm. Aha! Let's freaking go. Genu got back up. It's just like Mob and Mob Psycho. Because it was the bodybuilding club and it's the track and field. This is literally like Mob Psycho. Let's go. Hello. What business do you have with our lovely track and field ace? Yeah, that's right. Seniors, why are you all here? We're here to stop our ace from beating four idiots to death. True. Don't joke about things like that. Nah. I came because I forgot to tell you that there's a welcoming party for newcomers. You and Young Gil are free today, right? Yeah. We'll see you, the both of you, after class then. Captain Choi and Gushik. Where are you bringing them to? Ha ha ha. Them? What should we do? Shall we go for some light running around the track? Yeah. What's with them? Do you want us to resolve things with them properly? It's alright. I'll make sure that it doesn't affect the competition. Song Jinu! Oh, can I have some of your time to finish what we talked about earlier today? Huh? Don't come too late! We'll be holding young Gil hostage until you come for the welcoming party. Hey! I won't be able to stay for long because my friend's life is on the line here. What do you want to talk about? Now, this next line is crazy. Hunter Sung Jinu. Jinu didn't even have to do anything. Wu remembered. It really is you. Oh my gosh. He's back. Our Wu is back. And everyone was complaining after chapter 179 that it was a terrible ending. And that Jinu resetting everything was lazy. They obviously never read these chapters. This is so satisfying. Chapter 183. Thank you for your time. Is that all? Yes, I've already explained. Blah, blah, blah. Quite memorable. Thank you. It was something trivial. But some of the huge happenings that make a big mark on history start from things that are trivial. That was indeed a stupid thing for me to do. Association leader, do you trust me? Huh? Yes, I do. In that case, I hope that you'll also believe what I'm about to show you. So Gino did it then. Gino be like, respect me, you extra panel in monk. Yeah. And then Gino's like, here, look at all of this, Woo. What's this? Hunter Sung Jinu? Mr. Sung? In that case, we. No, how may I help you? Mr. Sung! Hunter Sung! Sung Jinu? Isn't that the name of that student from just now? Hunter Sung! Hunter Sung! Hunter Sung! Those were memories that connected the past, present, and future. I saw myself in the forgotten world through Sung Jinu, along with gates, monsters, hunters, rulers, and monarchs. How could this be? How is such a thing happening? No way, Hunter Sung. Are you intending to fight those guys by yourself? Yes, because the memories of higher beings don't like the flow of time. That's right. That's right. Because Genu is also one of them too. How long? Just how long have you been fighting against them in the dimensional crack? Based on history, he disappeared for 2 years. But that's not something that can be resolved in just 2 years. Right? Genu, what are you going to tell him? 27. 27 years. Do you not regret it? I don't. No matter how many times I have to make that decision, I will always make the same one. It seems you're enjoying your life quite a bit now. I'm satisfied with it. Except for the fact I no longer age and need to keep changing my identity. Oh yeah, he's also behind the free Rin Togenanki Gachi Kuta vending machine. I think that's it. Why does it feel like I'm retelling Joey's embarrassing stories? It's not embarrassing. I started them. Stuff kept happening for me. I have to be able to manage my own personal time as well. After all, this is not a job. Until I'm monetized by YouTube, this is a hobby. So I have to make sure I don't overwork myself. And in the event I do find myself a job, this will have to take a back seat, meaning even less time for you guys. Unless you can get me to 500 subs and watch my videos for 3,000 public watch hours, or make myself closer to that number, so then I can be monetized. Maybe then I would be able to have even more uploads. But at the moment, I'm just trudging along, you know? Immortal and unaging. He's already obtained a power similar to that of a god. However, despite having such a power, he chose to live as a normal human. What do you intend to do from now on? I don't have anything planned yet. In that case, how about coming back to this side? Are you talking about the police? Yes, the vicious criminals that have been coming to the police are talking about dying. They say they can't live normal lives because of the shadow monsters. If I become the police, there won't be any work left for the other police to do, though. Damn. He's not wrong. Genu is saying it like it is. He warned Wu. This will be coming up later. That is the kind of world that I'm working so busily for. I hope the Legend Blurred Nation will join us. I was surprised when he joined one of my streams before. He was one of my reactor personality inspirations. His videos inspired me to be like, you know what? If all of the big reactors won't watch a show, that doesn't mean nobody will. So I became inspired by him, and that's why I do any series that wins a poll, no matter how long it might take. Even if I don't enjoy myself when I get there, the fact that I even gave it any amount of attention is my goal. Alex, I don't understand really. Tony, I'm sure you will soon. You hang around my channel long enough, things will just start to make sense. I'll think about it. I'll be waiting. Don't wait for me. I know that it's a job that involves tons of work but very little salary. Damn, he's just roasting the police. Excuse me. Allergies. And so time passed. One day in late April, that suddenly appeared. Oh, I'm a traveler that's wandering in the desert. Yes, this is the emergency report center. Are you in distress? No, that's not it. What's the problem then? No, I'm not calling because I'm in trouble. I just wanted to call in to report something I saw. Is it a dangerous situation? Should we send someone to you? I am not sure if I should say it's dangerous. Honestly, I'm not sure how I should explain this. Sir, I need you to explain to me what happened for us to be able to help you with the correct measures. Something is breaking. It's got a lot of cracks. Are there buildings in the desert that are big enough to collapse? Where is the crack you're talking about? Basically, the sky. The sky is cracking. Oh, yep. Even though there are no more threats, there's now another threat that's come to Earth, with Genu probably going to be the sole protector. Oh, yes, I forgot about this part. My liege, that's not how you should approach doing question number 24. My liege? This feeling. Long time no see, Shadow Monarch. Is it the doing of you and the rulers? It's not us. You already know this, but the way they move is different from us. In that case, the people that are closing in, do you have an inkling about who they are? There were some other worlders that stepped foot in our world not too long ago. It seems they changed their direction here after they got chased away by the army of the sky. Why are they trying to come to Earth? They're a giant race that needs to eat rocks of stars that living organisms can live on. In their world, they're wicked beings known as Titans. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yep, here come the Titans. And this time, there ain't gonna be no Aaron Yeager. My goodness. I've been around the anime community long enough to just know things about Attack on Titan, and I refuse to watch Attack on Titan. I couldn't get past episode 2. I'm sorry, everyone. But, no. Attack on Titan is not for me. It's a very weird thing to say considering my preferences, but, I don't know. I just couldn't take Attack on Titan. I couldn't get past the second episode. Tony, if you go to the playlist on the channel, you'll be surprised at how much there is. It's obvious why they're coming to Earth. They're not friends, then. That's right. This never happened before the Cup of Reincarnation was used, though. Yes, that's correct. Actually, the time that I mentioned to you not too long ago was also referring to the lost time. You're saying that enemies that should have been targeting your world have now changed their target to Earth? Yes. I'm the cause of it, then. The rulers are thinking that they're chasing after traces of the great power that you possess. And the army of Sky has already departed from the rulers. No, it's too late? Even if they were to come here using the gates that connect their world and ours, it'd take at least a few years. By then, everything would be over. I'll do it. West America Desert. Okay. So we're in the west. We're out west. A place with a desert. Could this be Wyoming? This could be Texas. It could be probably maybe Louisiana. It could be like the Dakotas. It could be Arizona. We're in the desert, everyone. While the American government sealed off this area and called for all kinds of experts they could find to come here, no one could give a definitive answer. I'm not sure about this. I've studied weather anomalies for 30 years, but I've never seen such a phenomenon before. Don't worry, if something goes come out of that, those people will take care of it. Yeah, right. I'm I'm sorry to say, guys, but you're kind of outnumbered and outgunned. Remember, regular weapons could not touch magic beasts. But they have no way of knowing that. Oh? Yeah, they're getting trounced. Oh, it's Genu. He's picking them up. Well, that's a way to make your presence known. There's no way those kinds of weapons would work against them. That's just what I was saying, man. With this, the stage is set. I can feel them. The strong desires of our enemies that wish to devour this land. Their breathing is very near. Oh my goodness, look at all the daggers he has now. Look at those powerful things. Come. From this point on, the one you lot have to deal with would be a monarch who is also a hunter. Yo, that panel goes hard. This panel goes hard. Okay, let's keep going. Chapter 184. Hmm. If I don't come, I am in school. Oh, okay, that's fine, Tony. Thank you for finding my channel, first of all, and thank you for having fun with it. If you have to leave, that's fine. Thanks for sticking around. What on earth is happening? So this is chapter 184. Um, I wonder if someone should keep track of the no. No, because there wouldn't be timestamps on a live stream. All right, well, looks like I'll have to mark the chapters individually after the stream is over. What on earth is happening? Phew. Mhm. Oh my god. Those are some badass titans. Look at those designs. These are some badass titans. Hello? Look at these guys. And their leader. Oh my goodness. Look at that design. The leader of the titans. Look at this guy. Whew. What's this? There's only one of you trying to stop us? Do I look like I'm alone? Here it comes. Here it comes. All of his shadows. They're itching for a fight. Yo. Look at them all. Forget an army. Genu has a numbers that make up a country at this point. Let's go. Whoo! Oh, the president. A crack appeared in the sky suddenly, and things started to come out of it. An unprecedented event. Is it all right for us to take care of this event without saying a single word to the people? No, before that, is it even possible to take care of those things that came out? Harrison, is what you just said the truth? Yes, they mentioned that the situation is already over. All the details will be explained in the meeting room. Please watch the video. That's the video that the drones and robots recorded at the scene. Oh, what on earth is that? Who's the person in that video? A teenager? An Asian? That man. Who is he? Harrison, where are the troops? And why is a civilian standing in the middle of the whole incident? That's something I wish to know as well. These guys are going ham. They were just they were just crushing the Titans like they were nothing. Boom. Bam. Crash. Pow. They're just getting slaughtered. Let's go. Genu better resurrect these guys. Having Titans on your team sounds like overkill, but Geno already has plenty of overkill. Lee, I think Tony left the stream. All these panels, man. They just look so good. Boom. Wow. Boom. Petty tricks. Geno's just like, is this a trick? Boom. Oh, to think there'd be such a talent on a small planet in a remote part of the universe. However, the fact that you have to use mana in order to bring out the fullest extent of your power shows us how underdeveloped your race is. On the other hand, we, the Titans, need to reduce our sizes when we want to fight with our strength. Haha, of course. The only ones who can do this would be the best warriors of the Titans, including me. If you beg for forgiveness now, I'll personally forgive your transgression. Shoo! Oh! This is Bellion in action. Okay. As well as just like other shadows. Well, that was over. My liege, were you in the midst of talking to that guy? No. That aside, they seem pretty arrogant, so I want you to pay extra attention to them. Leave this to me, my liege! They're all in silence. That man, have we figured out who he is? He dealt with those monsters like they were nothing. To think that something we'd see in the movies would happen in real life. Is no one in the intelligence agency able to find out who he is? Well, realistically, I think it's impossible. Realistically? Yo, it's this dude again! David Brennan, director of the American Central Intelligence Agency. He's that guy from the American Hunters Association. Okay. We have another familiar face. Let's go. How about we investigate his identity via an unrealistic method? What do you mean by that? There's that, right? That person who told us truths that we couldn't know about via unrealistic methods? Oh, Norma Selner. Could it be? Yes. Madame Norma Selner. She'll tell us the answer as she has always done. Wait, what is that word? Hostile. 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 Can someone enlighten me on what that word means? What was Tony talking about? Let's see. School School national track and field competition preliminaries. Okay, it's Genu. Oh, yep, these guys. Oh, it's Kim Chol. Iron. Hey, Kim Chol, why aren't you warming up? Ah, I'll do it now. I iron. That's right. This guy became Iron. Ah, this guy became Iron. That's right. Let's keep it going. Chapter 185. Hey, Choi Tae Wong. I noticed you entered your first year rookie in every event. You guys must be pretty desperate. I heard Wu Sangin took a few months off from running because of an injury. Does he suck so much now that a first year had to step up as your ace? This first year rookie is going to run circles around you. Just wait and see. Wow, I see you've been honing your jokes instead of your running. Well, it just so happens that we also have a star rookie who joined us this year. Say hello, Chol. The urge I feel is overwhelming. Why? Why do I feel the urge to kneel in front of a guy my age who I've never met before? 'Cause you were iron at one point, man. Could it be that I'm afraid of a kid who's in the same grade as I am? No, it's something else. Like hell I am. What's the matter, Chol? Are you all right? Yes, I feel perfectly fine. How could I possibly be afraid of this scrawny runt? He doesn't stand a chance against me. No way. Hey, what are you looking at? If you have something to say, can we take this outside the stadium? Whoa, are you two already fighting? The competition hasn't even started yet. Just make sure you don't kill him, Genu. You're not gonna murder someone on the day of the competition, are you? Just ignore him. Be the bigger man and let him live. Damn. A hostel is a low-cost social lodging where guests typically rent a bed in a shared dorm with common use of a kitchen and lounge. Oh, thank you. I did not know that until now. Thank you. Imagine this definition, but in a school setting. Oh, I see. I see. Now I understand. Nothing like that will happen. Don't worry. That's a promise, Genu. That guy had better walk back to the track on his own 2 feet, you hear? Hey, do I look easy to you just because I'm standing in the same stadium as you in a school uniform? It's nice to see him again like this. So the original Iron is alive again. Welcome back, Iron! My liege, with your permission, I, Belion, will teach him a lesson so that this sort of thing never happens again. What's going on? Why? Huh? He's crying because of nostalgia! Oh, this is funny. He dropped to his knees. Why am I? He's living as Kim Chol the human now, not as one of my shadow soldiers. I should just leave him alone now. It's true. He doesn't even need iron anymore. He has become just so strong that losing iron wasn't even a big deal. Wait, hold on. Could this feeling be love? Bro, we, okay, bro, calm down. We're not gay or anything. What the hell are you talking about? And then Gino snaps his fingers. Here's what happened, you picked a fight with me, but learn that I'm the son of your father's friend's friend by chance. Here's what happened. You picked a fight with me, but learn that I'm the son of your father's friend's friend by chance. So you're cool with me now. That is such a funny cover story. Also, try to be a better person from now on. Wow. You were also one of the people who fought to protect the world, so you should be proud of yourself. Huh? Huh? Um, huh? That was absolutely funny. The junior high level preliminaries will begin soon. We ask that all participants gather inside the stadium. It's been a while, Miss Selner. Come on in, Dave. I smell food. Did I interrupt your meal? Actually, I have another guest here who arrived earlier. Oh, three guesses who that could be. Oh, really? Then I'll get right to the point so I won't take up any more of your time. Dave, I already told you that I haven't been able to see anything ever since he came to see me. Oh, are you talking about that god of death again? I'll answer the questions you're about to ask me, Dave. The answer to your first question is yes. The answer to your second question is no. Wait, how did you know that I. How did I know that you were going to ask, even though I can't see the future anymore? Dave, the questions you wanted to ask me are about the past. All I did was look at the past and give you the answers I thought you'd want. So may I go into more detail with my answers? You're right, Dave. I know who wanted to ask me about, but I won't tell you anything about him. But Miss Selner, you must know what the boy did. He's someone who could threaten our country. How could you refuse to? I know. That is exactly why I'm saying this. You've also seen the footage from that day, haven't you? I did see it. I saw a boy who didn't back away from all the vicious monsters in front of him. His power is scarily strong, but at the end of the day, he used it to save humanity. Exactly. Would you believe me if I told you this wasn't the first time something like this happened? So something similar has happened before? Are you saying that humanity has faced the threat of extinction multiple times, unbeknownst to us? Yes, that's exactly right. Maybe Miss Selner is right. Maybe that boy really is. Wait, she has a child? Oh, I completely missed that. Hold on. Yeah, she has a child. I don't know if she had a child in the previous timeline. Okay. Okay. She has a son. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Can you guarantee that the boy from the footage isn't dangerous? I can. All right then. I'll pretend I didn't hear you say that you know him. Wait, Dave, I made some cookies. Would you like to take these with you? Oh no, that's all right. I'll see you again sometime, Miss Selner. Goodbye, Dave. I don't like that geezer. Want me to handle him for you? There he is. Thomas Andre. He married her? No. Is this confirming that Thomas Andre married Miss Selner? Because that's a big deal if that's the case. I missed that completely the first time. Won't you be banned from professional fighting if you get yourself in trouble again, Thomas? Well, yeah, but. Hey, can I also ask you something? Aside from me, there should be plenty of other people doomed to die in accidents. Especially car crashes. I'm guessing there are loads of deaths like that. But I was able to avoid getting in an accident thanks to your prophecy. Why did you save me back then? Because the world needs you, Thomas Andre. The world needs you. Whether you know whether you know it yet or not, the world will need you someday, Thomas. You and that Goliath strength of yours. Who knows? Because if you did a lot of good things in your past life, I did? But I'm Thomas Andre, the bad boy. No, the devil of the UFC. So what did that boy from the video do to make that geezer look for him? He saved the world. Sometimes I can't tell if this lady is joking or being serious. Then again, that's why she's so interesting. Then where is this hero who saved the world and what is he doing now? I'm not sure. Our Queen Shaheen! Let's freaking go. Perhaps he's enjoying his youth somewhere out there. Let's go! They're finally together. Well, for now. He's finally met her again. So let's keep going. 186. 186. Uh, we're only 6 chapters in. Maybe I will have to split up the epilogue into 2 streams. Although it makes sense for me to split it up at a certain point, you know? You reach a certain chapter and then the protagonist changes and it becomes the setup for Ragnarok. Well, I guess I'm the only one watching the stream now. Yeah. Um, I think what I'll do, considering the circumstances, it's there's a certain point in the epilogue where it's like a part one and a part two. So I'm just gonna say we'll reach the chapter I'm thinking of, and then we'll stop. We won't do the whole epilogue. I'll be smart about it and split it up into two. People are probably at school right now or they're sleeping. One or the other. Yep. That's probably the case. So yeah, Lee, I'm gonna I'm going to end the stream when we reach a certain chapter. I don't remember what it is specifically, but once we reach that chapter, I'm going to just stop. It'll make sense when we reach it. The middle school division preliminaries are about to start. Runners, please gather on the track. Okay, yep, this was Chahain. And look at that form. She's in top condition. Look at her. Look at her go. Yeah, look at her go. Yes, Cha. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yeah, let's go. She did it. Oh. Oh, she injured her legs. Although I passed the first round of the preliminaries, will I be able to run the test of the rest of the races with these legs? This is so frustrating. You're going, you're just going to run while hiding your injury? And then we're right here. We're at this moment. A track and field participant? Is he a high schooler? If you run without any regards for your injury, you'll just spend a whole year just paying money for rehabilitation. You'll become a lousy runner after that. When that happens, you'll probably regret this decision for the rest of your life, right? This is an actual story of someone I knew! Because of it being the story of the previous Cha. Jinu is basically telling her a story, but it just being her story. That is actually so cool. A nice scent. Thank you for your concern, but stay still for a minute. Oh, wow. Gino's about to flex on her. He's about to flex that he can heal. What? Huh? 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 Yeah. This is weird because he's very reserved about showing off his ability, considering that healing others is considered supernatural. But because it's Chahain, he knows what he's doing. He's going to give her back her memories anyway. So he's like, I may as well push the situation forward a little. It's just this once. Run without any regrets. Wait up! Haven't we met somewhere before? She even instincts it. She realizes it. Running. Pardon? If you win against me in a running race once, I'll answer that question. You're in the high school team, aren't you? I've seen you run. You won first place in all the races. I see. I'll take it that you're giving up then. In that case, the final results of the preliminaries that will take place soon. How about it? If I break it someday, you'll answer me. She's just as pure and naive, grown up or not. Wow. All right. And then we just see time pass. This is when the novels actually had more details about this, and the manhwa decided to just fast forward through this. That's the only thing I know about the epilogue and the novel. So if it seems like it gets faster all of a sudden, just know that they were kind of on a crunch time for this, even though they didn't have to. All these panels, time passing. Genu, I'm guessing at the arcade, or is this a computer lab or something? School passes. Look at that! See, because of him meeting Cha that one time in this timeline, they're now interacting with each other. They're now hanging out. They're potentially dating at this point. Isn't that nice? Look at that. The CSATs? Oh, I pray for Genu. Ooh, I remember taking the SATs. Man, were those things a nightmare. Egress is helping him study. Oh, that's right. We made it to Christmas Day. Or not Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, 24th. We made it. It's very weird that we just had a giant time skip and we're now at Christmas Eve. I get why, but still. I know I'm just a student who finished his CSATs, but are my clothes too simple? Oh, and then he flexes even more. Look at this aura. He sees something on store shelf, and then he decides to copy it because he's the Shadow Monarch, and no one's gonna stop him. He just equipped plus 3,000 Riz. Not that he needed any more, but the extra 3,000 was all that he needed. How's this? It's perfect, my liege! Christmas Eve, he looks as dapper and swagger and Riz as all ever. He's waiting for somebody. 3, 2, 1. Hey! It feels like you've got your eyes on your back. Oh, it's Cha! You just finished your CSATs last month, right? Congratulations. Are you going to go to a university that you've decided on? Oh, wow! They really time skipped. Depending on when Genu went to high school at the beginning of this arc, we've already had 3 years go by. That's insane. See? Like, I'm kind of wishing that the novels didn't. I'm kind of wishing now that the webtoon didn't go so fast. We went from their first meeting in this timeline to Christmas Eve 3 years later. I mean, I understand why. Most of the stuff in between is not important. But it feels like this maybe moved a little too fast. Maybe if just a little. I heard you have really good grades. Why would you go to that university? It's because of the amount of scholarship money I'm getting, and also because I'll get sent overseas to study. Also, I have someone I want to meet. Wait, who? What do you mean, Genu? Someone you want to meet? Who could possibly be overseas? Chai's right here. You already saw Madame Selner, I'm sure. What do you mean, overseas? Someone I want to meet. Who? I must be forgetting something. Maybe it's Beck? Maybe it's Choi? Maybe it's. No! Wait a minute! I know why! Genu has yet to meet Jinho yet in this timeline. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's Jinho. It has to be. It has to be Eugene Jinho. Right? But the weird thing is, wasn't Eugene Construction in Korea? What do you mean overseas? Don't tell me Eugene Construction is not in Korea anymore. Someone will have to answer that question for me about that, because what do you mean Jinho would be overseas? That doesn't make sense, does it? That person isn't a woman, right? Who knows? Oh, come on, Genu. You're practically dating her at this point. You may as well be serious about this. Hmm. Do you remember our promise? What promise? Oh boy. Because, Ginu's wondering, wait, what if she remembered already? Does she mean that promise? No, she of course means the other one. The promise for you to answer all of my questions if I beat you at running. Of course I remember. How about a bet? Let's see who will reach there first. Oh, the Christmas tree. What are you so curious about? Everything. Everything? Like what some of the thoughts you have are and whether the person you want to meet in university is a man or a woman. And, and whether we've met sometime other than the competition day back then. Okay. Yeah, Ginu's like, okay, it's about time I did that. But then, of course, Cha plays the most underhanded card of all time. If you like me, then just stay here and don't move. What? Wow, my liege, you've completely lost. I can't believe he'd actually lose a bet. He's screwed this time. Oh, you guys are funny. Uh, Jack, my king, you should start running now. Nah, he's not gonna move at all. Shaw told him not to move. He's not gonna move. Yeah, like he's now remembering every time he met her in the past. All those times before. The fact that she went to help him in the double dungeon because she was a genuine friend of his. The fact that she fell in love with him. You like everything? Yes, I like everything. Uh, remember that Valentine's Day video I made all those months ago? And I put Genu and Shaheen in the video and in the thumbnail? When you truly like take a look at their relationship and its evolution throughout the whole series, you come to appreciate how the two of them met each other and became inseparable with each other. They became true love, even across time and space. It's beautiful. There's a reason it's in my top 10 favorite anime romances of all time. Oh, their first date! Can you keep your promise that you'll come to meet me? This was that other promise that Gina was like, yeah, I will make sure I meet you. I'll definitely go meet you again, like he said he would. This is my win, right? Shadows, I want all of you to close your eyes. Yes, yes, here it comes. Another one of my favorite panels in this entire series. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, wait, it's not Christmas yet. Oops. But this is just so wholesome. They affirmed their relationship on Christmas Eve. They kissed under a tree. Doesn't that just sound like one of those great Hallmark movies? Or doesn't that sound like Santa Claus 2? Man, I love Santa Claus 2 and 3. Doesn't this feel like what's another one that I watched last year? Um I guess maybe the romance in the Mighty Ducks between Gordon Bombay and the mother? Yeah, it just has that wholesome Christmas feeling. This is legitimately one of my favorite panels of the whole series. There's no reason you can tell me otherwise. This is it, everyone. Genu and Shaheen are official. We've made it to this point. I think maybe this will be the last chapter of the stream. Potentially. Potentially. I've made the executive decision that I will split the epilogue into 2 streams. Man, I was not expecting just so much of an interaction with the fans as much as this one has been. I, but I mean, that's the point of a live stream, so I can't fault it. I got what I wanted. Chapter 187. And we're now inside Ginu's territory of the Monarch's domain. The world of rest. Oh, yeah. All the shadows can just talk to each other now and have their own lives inside of Ginu's territory. Hello, Tooth. Hello, Tooth General. Good morning, is what I want to say, but in the world within the shadows, there are no difference between day and night. Keh, 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 keh. Ha 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 ha. I guess it's complete, Commander Beru. Ha 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 ha! How is this? Oh? It's the robe that looks exactly like the hooded jacket that our liege wore a while ago. Hoo hoo hoo! How should I thank you, Commander Beru? Heh 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 heh. How could I ignore your heart wanting to be like our liege? I'm glad that you like it. I like it very much. Okay, I found another panel that'll be useful for something I need outside of this story, so I'll have to remember to save this panel specifically as reference material. Commander Beru, I like it so much that I want to make it mandatory for all magic soldiers to wear it. Ha 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 ha, But that marble, would it be better to make it into a staff compared to just holding it in your hands? That's a good idea, Commander Beru. Beard dwarves! Since you guys are the best artisans, I can trust you with making my staff, right? Yes, please leave it to us. We'd be more than glad to be able to forge something with the sacred material given by our liege. Isn't that just fun? This is the world of rest. Because it's so wide, you can't see its end, and there are more than 10 million soldiers living here. 10 million! Like I said before, this guy is not have an army. He has a country's worth, maybe a continent's worth of soldiers. Everyone in this world helps each other. But this chapter has some crazy reveals. Belion's training area, the player job change area. I'm guessing this was like the original territory that Egress had. Demon Castle! Player grooming system designers play center. That's right, the Demon's Castle is here! Essel is here! Anyone that was wondering, Essel is still alive and does remember Genu. Ashbourne's battlefield area, the Beard Dwarves workshop region, an excavation site, the Ant Hive, a commerce region, magic training region, and a resting region. This territory is enormous! The soldiers are strongly connected to their liege's mind, and the stronger their power grows, the more they'll be like their liege. That's right. which means the soldiers that previously only wanted destruction are now slowly learning the ways of being human. And that is just so incredible. The various emotions that humans have. It was really new and refreshing experience for them as their empty hearts began to be filled with something new. Yeah, and he did get the Shadows of the Titans. Let's go. Stand properly, Titans. Look at this. Soldiers that are sleeping. They're sleeping in class, and Egress is their teacher. That is so perfect, man. For all the people that already like the Shadow Soldiers getting personality and showing emotion in season 2, they'll be so happy when they get to the epilogue. These guys become entirely different characters at this point. Soldiers that are training, soldiers that are chatting away, and even soldiers that would grab each other's neck while raising their voices. All of them gain their own personalities and live in this world. I thank our liege for inviting me into a new world that I couldn't have imagined. I like our liege. Oh, is it finally completed? This is great! It's really cool! I think the word cool suits the robe that you're wearing more than it does this staff. Ho 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 ho. You know what's good, huh? Sir Tooth, you're so cool. You're the best. What are you guys doing? Belion asked us to come here. There are magic soldiers among the new soldiers, huh? To think they're using magic with such big bodies. What a waste of their size. Wait, I guess I shouldn't be saying this. I will now tell you all about what I did during the first fight between our great liege and the Dragon Emperor. And what I have done in the dimensional crack, so pay close attention. What are you going to do? What are you doing to fool around here? What? How dare you say I'm fooling around when I'm wearing the same robe as our liege? Who dares to say that? I love you, Commander. I'm always thankful for your heartfelt words. But why have you come to look for me? It's going to start soon. Don't you think all the general rank soldiers who are serving our liege right by his side should be cheering him on? Ah! Is our liege finally meeting Miss Hyene? Yes. Ho 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 ho! Whoa! This is the inside of an imaginary space made using the power of my liege. It is where I first met him. My mission was to test him who entered that place. My liege wanted to see if he was a human that was worthy of becoming his vessel. We're getting the Egress flashback to when he fought Genu, but from his perspective. Oh, I was waiting for this. I was able to know. That was the last order that my liege gave to me. At the time, I guessed that would be my farewell with my liege. And I thought that if my liege, who lost interest in the battlefield after forgiving the rulers, had shown such interest in mere humans, then there must be a good reason for it. My liege's orders are absolute. I won't ask for discourage. I won't ask nor discourage his intentions. My only answer to him would be that I'll follow his orders. That was all I could do. After my original powers had been sealed, I stood alone in that imaginary space to test his worthiness. To think the people of this world call such places dungeons. This appearance of mine, it's what I looked like before I met my liege, back when I was alive. I know the world of rest possesses infinite authority, but to think this sensation feels exactly like it did back then. The designer, he created such an exquisite place using my liege's power. This kind of elaborate detail is probably here to slowly create a physical body that can take in my liege's power. Is he here already? I can sense his presence behind the door. Come quickly. I'm waiting for you in this place. So he was sitting on he was sitting on the throne. But then Egress panicked a little. I feel a little too arrogant. Does this not look a little disrespectful? The human that I will be testing from now on possesses the consciousness of my liege. To be sitting on the throne in front of my liege is a little... Where should I stand then? Is that man the one who's chosen by my liege? Even if this wasn't the last mission that was entrusted to me, I have no intention of not giving my all to this fight. If I think he's unworthy, he'll die by my hands. All right, I'll test you. I'll see if you're worthy of this throne. And so that was how I started fighting him, but the results were disappointing. He didn't possess the talent nor the abilities to overwhelm my power when I was alive. He was busy just dodging my sword. But don't tell me he's intending to defeat me with his bare fists. He sure is courageous for a mere human. I like that his eyes are full of fighting spirit, but does he possess the necessary abilities? Even though you don't have the physical body that's suited for my liege, I commend you for your fighting spirit. Disappointing. How disappointing. How can someone so weak be worthy of becoming my liege's vessel? Give up, powerless human. You don't deserve to sit on that throne. I will now decapitate you for an honorable death. I was relieved at the first and last failure of my liege, because if he wasn't worthy of inheriting my liege's power, then my liege would be able to stay as my liege for a longer time. I'll cut your head off painlessly in an instant. And I couldn't help but be surprised. More than the fact that he stopped my sword, it was that he had not given up on life even in that situation. This is how I lose? To a human that's weaker than me? Ah, I see. It's faint. But those eyes. I think they resemble my liege's. The strength that he had and the strength that I had. I, who was the examiner, definitely had stats that were several times higher than his. Yet I lost. Was it because I let my guard down? Or was this a miracle created by his tenacity that doesn't know how to give up? I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy that the correct decision made by my liege. That was how I lost to him. And he cherished me. I found myself frequently being thankful at the goodwill I felt from him. He was my master, my friend, and my comrade. I fought a lot of battles with him. Despite realizing that as my loyalty to him grew deeper, I started to miss my previous master less. I ended up accepting him as my new liege. After that, his army became even stronger as he joined up with the original Shadow Army that was waiting to be called upon in the dimensional crack. I finally joined up with Belion, my longtime comrade. However, the happiness from the reunion lasted only for a while. Although Belion was devoted, he started to be corrupted by his heinous roommate. Hey, don't you think our liege would be happy if we placed this flag on top of the castle? Are you serious? I felt a little good when Belion defeated Beru. Is that the flag for our liege? Well, the reaction of my new master was, Beru, get over here. My king? Head on the ground. What on earth were you thinking when you placed that there? Oh, I don't need to reread all that. That was stuff we read before. Your resolve was soon put to use in the war against the monarchs. Our master slowly got more and more used to the war, and we slowly became stronger as well. The war continued even after the Cup of Reincarnation was used to turn back time. Get up. And 30 years passed by. All our enemies were destroyed, and only the army of destruction remained. Egress! You were one of the wings of the Shadow Army. How could you obey the orders of a mere human? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Yes, I had forgotten. My time with my new master was such an honor that I had completely forgotten about my previous liege. When did it start? When did I start to forget my previous liege? My liege, why didn't you tell him the truth? The blessing of oblivion. Yes, there's no need to think in a complicated manner. I couldn't completely forget my previous liege. Greed and iron, whose souls and times of this place overlap, were able to live in the present while forgetting everything. But I'm still by my liege's side. Even the thoughts of that person are only in me due to my current liege. I am a knight and my liege's sword. One of the wings that leads the Shadow Army. My liege, the answer for the 14th question is number 2, not number 1. Oh, really? Thank you. Who would assist my liege if not me? The Chief Commander Belion, whose body is as huge as a mountain? Or Commander Beru, who is smart but is still an insect in the end? Damn. Way to just roast your colleagues, Egress. As expected, I, who graduated with exceptional results from a knight academy, need to be the one to assist my liege. But the answer for question 14, it says it's number 1, though. Can you swear upon your life that it's number 2? Flipping through the pages. Egress is like, oh. It seems I still lack training. I'll improve even more for your sake, my liege. I'm my liege's knight. His sword, his battlefield is my battlefield. Since he stepped onto a new battlefield, it seems the days of honor that I get to experience with him will continue for the time being. And look at that! That was an entire chapter for Egress. Wow. Let me just check. Okay. Um. Uh. Okay. You know what? We. I think I can confidently say we've reached that point. So I'm gonna call it here. Unfortunately, this is not the entire epilogue. I'll have to update the title of the stream, maybe the description as well. But we're gonna stop here. Uh, I forgot how long the chapters were in the epilogue. It's not just that there were like 20 chapters. They're long chapters. So this is where I'm gonna call it for the night. Thank you all for joining me for this stream. Thank you all for enjoying yourself. If as long as we're having fun here. Um, we'll definitely wrap this up a different day. So it'll definitely be more than one epilogue stream. But I think that's fine. These chapters deserve to have more time dedicated to them anyway. And yeah, so we're going to call this here. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon. Go over there, check out all the stuff that's there, have some fun with it. Bye, good night. Oh, goodbye. Looks like my chat is saying goodbye because this is where we're going to call it. And of course, keep your notifications on because, as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.